Yo, okay, so check this out. You see what I have on the screen right there? I have U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland remarks on Mar-a-Lago search. Okay, so this is what's going to happen right now. We're going to play some words of this man right here speaking, right? And then what we're going to do is that we're going to do this bit right here, right? So check it out. We're going to take a journey into Plato's cave, right? Because we're going to show what's up, man, because you got people who try to show people on the screen, but they're always trying to distract you, right? But we're going to bring you to the light, okay? And then we're going to do it with this right here. This is the grand jury. Hi, grand jury, right? So we're going to do it with the grand jury because what we wish to do is that we wish right here, see the function? Right, we wish to investigate the operations of the various officers, departments, and agencies of local government, right? And one of the agencies of the local government is this entity right here called the U.S. Attorney General, right? All right, so check out these words, man. They're going to be fun. Hold on, let me make this big, right? Ready? Here we go.
Since I became Attorney General, I have made clear that the Department of Justice will speak through its court filings and its work. Just now, the Justice Department has filed a motion in the Southern District of Florida to unseal a search warrant and property receipt relating to a court-approved search that the FBI conducted earlier this week. That search was of premises located in Florida belonging to the former president. The department did not make any public statements on the day of the search. The former president publicly confirmed the search that evening, as is his right. Copies of both the warrant and the FBI property receipt were provided on the day of the search to the former president's counsel, who was on site during the search. The search warrant was authorized by a federal court upon the required finding of probable cause. The property receipt is a document that federal law requires law enforcement agents to leave with the property owner. The department filed the motion to make public the warrant and receipt in light of the former president's public confirmation of the search, the surrounding circumstances, and the substantial public interest in this matter. Faithful adherence to the rule of law is the bedrock principle of the Justice Department and of our democracy. Upholding the rule of law means applying the law evenly.
Okay, I'm stopping right there, right? Okay, so the reason why I'm stopping right there is because he just said a word. He said our democracy, right? So that's what triggered me, right? So hey, thank you, CNBC television. Thank you for that fair use, man. Okay, so hold on, let me get my drums going again. All right, so then check this out, right? So this is what we want to do now, right? So now we want to set the order up, right? Because we always want to show the order of the realm, right? The order of the realm is God created the world, check. God created man, aka the people, check. People created states, check. People created constitutions, check. People created governments, check. Question: when did government become boss of the people? Okay, so we're going to do some moving, man. We're going to travel. Okay, so check this out right here. Right, so we always want to show the maxims, right? And right now I'm sticking with 11A right here because 11A has to do with authority and power, right? Because we're focusing on our servants in the jurisdiction, right? So that man right there, the Attorney General, is one of the people's servants, right? And then we delegated power to the executive branch, right? We did not delegate power to the Attorney General, right? So this is why we're reading 11A right now, because a delegated power cannot be again delegated, right? A deputy cannot have or appoint a deputy, right? So this is what's going on right now, right? This is what's going on in Plato's cave, right? So I showed you what they were showing the people, right? So that man went on the screen today and then he went blah, 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 democracy. Okay, democracy had me right there. I was done because it's like every time I hear the public servants and then the public servants get up there and they keep saying, our democracy. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, this is not a democracy. So then I was like, this is going to be a perfect opportunity for the grand jury. Hi, grand jury. Look, check it out, grand jury. They're like, oh no, not again, man. We gotta be here again. This dude does a whole lot of talking, right? But then check this out. Here's another grand jury right here called the Supreme Court, right? So we're gonna move through, right? And then we're gonna show you, we're just gonna investigate. And then to investigate just means to look at. We're gonna look at how they operate, right? And then we're gonna do it right here. So check this out. We always want to start off with the preamble, right? Because I come from California, right? Or actually, I was born in California, and then this is how it goes, right? So look, I want to show you something. Look at that. You see what that says right there? California Republic. Oh, it doesn't say California Democracy, right? But check this out. Let's read the preamble, right? Because we got to read this before we walk, right? So you always have to know, right? Boundaries. Set your boundaries. We, the people of the state of California, grateful to Almighty God, thanks for the shine for our freedom in order to secure and perpetuate its blessings, do establish, this Constitution, man. Okay, so check it out. Let's keep it moving. Right, we're going to go to Article 2, right, of California Constitution. We're going to scroll right here to Section 1, and we want you to see this right here, right? The people have to see this, right? All political power is inherent in the people. Boom, right there, right? So where's the power come from? The power comes from the people, right? The power sticks with the people, right? Government is instituted for their protection. Whose protection? The people's protection. For the people's protection, for the people's security, and for the people's benefit. And they have the right to alter or reform it when the public good may require. Scary simple service, man, because once you can see these words, you know what's up. Okay, so let's keep it going, right? So here we're going to go into the United States Constitution. Why are we going into the United States Constitution, right? Because this man right here, right, he is an entity of the United States, right? So we have to show you what's up with the United States. So check out the preamble before we walk with the United States. Look at what it says. We, the people, right? Oh, looks like another entity that we created again, right? So we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, high future, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Okay, scary simple service. All right, so let's keep it going. Right, boom. You see this right here? We're in Article IV means 4, right? So we're in Article 4 of the United States Constitution. And I want you to see this right here, the text of Section 4, right? The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government. What? Okay, so you see that, right? The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, right? So I have a question. Why is this man saying our democracy, right? Who is giving this man these words, right? Where does this man get these words from? The U.S. Attorney General means the United States. So the United States Attorney General, which is an entity of this thing right here, right? The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, right? So let's go ahead and keep investigating, man. Right, so check it out. Right, so here I'm in the United States Department of Justice. Hi, U.S. DOJ. Check this out, man. I'm gonna show you guys what's up about you. Okay, so look. So you see this right here? They have a mission. The mission of the Department of Justice is to uphold the rule of law, to keep our country safe, and to protect the civil rights. Okay, so you got to uphold the rule of law, which means the constitutions, man, because you guys operate under the Constitution. Okay, so check this out. Let's see what's up with more about the office, right? So when you go to About, and then you see it right here, the Office of the Attorney General was created by the Judiciary Act of 1789, right? As a one-person part-time position, man. Did you know that? I didn't know that. it was supposed to be a one-time or a one-person part-time position, man, right? So now we have this entity called the DOJ who has this whole website, right? They have this whole website, and then they have other entities like called the FBI that are working with them, and then they're just like doing all sorts of things, right? So how did this entity, the Attorney General, go from being just a one-person part-time position into this big thing right here, right, where he can go on the screen and then tell the people his remarks about why he did a search, man? Okay, so let's keep it moving. Right, so then, I went over here, right, to the George Washington's Mount Vernon because I did a keyword search on the internet, and I was like, let me see what the Judiciary Act of 1789 is, right? And then I was scrolling, I was like, I just wanted to see a PDF of these words, right? And then check this one out right here. It says, President George Washington signed into law the Judiciary Act of 1789, which established a 6-member Supreme Court and the position of Attorney General, one of the landmark precedents set during Washington's administration, right? So you can go right here, you can go to mountvernon.org, right? And then you can just look at the Judiciary Act, and then you can read this, right? But then if you see right here, and then you keep going back to this, it's supposed to be a one-person part-time position, not a full-time position, right? So let's just check this out, man. We're going to look at some keywords now. Ready? Here we go. Right? So wait, where's my thing? Right? Oh, why did this go like this? Something disappeared, right? Okay, something disappeared. So let's do this, and then let's do this. All right, maladministration right there, right? So you always want to go. It's not even coming up. All right, so there we go. All right, so boom, we'll go here. All right, let's reset, and then let's go back here because we got an order of operation, right? Because we're all about the mathematics, man. Okay, so check this out, man. So we always want to look, right, as the grand jury, we always want to look for faulty or improper management of affairs, right? Of the people's affairs, right? Because we've allowed these entities right here to operate for the people, right? So now we want to see, are they managing our affairs correctly, right? We always want to check for treason, right? Because we want to see if they are delivering or if they are handing over our trust. Are they betraying our trust? Because that's what a constitution is. A constitution is a trust indentured, also known as a contract. Okay, so let's keep it going, right? We always want to look for war, right? The kind of war we want to look for is confusion. We want to look if they're mixing things up. Like example, are they mixing words up? Like here, hey, Mr. Attorney General, are you mixing words up? Are you calling the republic a democracy, right? Are you confusing the people? Are you doing this through media, right? We don't know, but it sort of kind of looks like that because we got you on video at 136 saying our democracy, right? And then I know we don't have a democracy because it says it right here. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, right? All right, so let's keep it moving, right? So that to me looks like war, also known as confusion, right? Not large-scale military conflict, but to confuse and mix up, right? So, Mr. Attorney General, are you trying to confuse the people? Are you trying to mix up the people with the words? I don't know, maybe. Let's check this out. Are you an agent? Are you the one who acts? Are you the one who drives? Are you the one who draws out? Are you the one who's moving the people into confusion? I think you might be because you just right here on the screen said democracy, right? We are not a democracy. I just showed you. We are Republican, right? A republic form of government, right? You see that right there? A union, a state in this union, Republican form of government, right? So let's keep it moving, right? So this is what we do now, right? Is that we teach, right? And when you teach, all you're doing is just showing. All you're doing is just pointing out, right? That's it. Scary simple. Nothing more, nothing less, right? We're not practicing. We're not doing anything. We're just showing and pointing out words, man, right? And then this is what we're pointing out, right? We want to point out the peace, man. We want to point out the peace because the peace is a covenant. The peace is an agreement, right? That's also called a contract, right? It's a contract. So we want to see the contract. We want to see the covenant of the FBI, right? We want to see the contract of these entities that you are using as the Attorney General, right? As the Attorney General, who's supposed to be a one-person part-time position, right? We want to see how you're going out there and sending entities out there to basically, in my mind, cause ruckus with the people, right? There's a lot of confusion that's going on because people don't understand the words because you keep calling our republic a democracy, man. Okay, so let's keep it going. Right, see, look, check this out. Republic, 2 words. Republic, right? And then when you break it down, right, re means again or back, and publica means people, right? So then check this out right here. Where is it right here? Right, the state, res, public, right, publica, right, public. It just means people, right? Because I'll show you right here, right? No, I'll show you. I'll just show you. Click on it right here, right? So when you see public means people, right? So you're always going to go back to the people. That's what the republic is. Again, people, right? So whenever you hear republic, you're hearing again, people, right? So let's keep it moving, right? I'm going to show you democracy. Look at what democracy is, right? They have demos, right? Demos means district, right? They try to add 2 words to it, common people. Demos is district, right? District, right? So district rule, right? District rule. That's what it means, right? District rule. So a democracy is not again people, right? A democracy is like district ruling, district rule, right? So see, check this out. It says government by the people, system of government in which the sovereign power is vested in the people as a whole. See, you look at that. Too many words, right? Demo-cracy, right? Originally, district rule. That's what it means. District rule. So don't get confused, man. So always remember what the people means, man. The people means this right here, right? The people means, I don't want to show you that, right? Because it's just fun. The people means this. Humans, persons in general, men and women, right? But basically the people are the army, right? The people is the army, and it's also called God's army, right? That's what the people are, right? So if you look at this right here, and we're going to go back to article IV for 4, right? And then we scroll down to text of section 4, and then you always want to read where you come from, right? The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, okay? Right, so I think we're showing you, Mr. Attorney General, that you don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't even know what words you're supposed to be using, man. So we call that right here, we're going to call that maladministration, because we think that that is improper management of the affairs of the people, right? Because that what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to serve the people, right? As a delegated power of the people, right? Because your power was delegated to you by way of the president, which the people delegated power to the president by way of the executive branch, man. Right? So that's what we did. So check this out. We like to look at the words, man, because we always like looking at pictures, right? So when we go into the Google, hi Google, thanks for the images. And then we look for republic, look at what comes up, right? So you get all of this up here, right? We the people. Hi, I'm one of the people, right? And then you see all this right here that's mapped out in blue. That's a republic. That's a republic. Everything in blue is a republic. Look at that right there. California. Hi, California. You're a republic too. Okay, so check this out. Let's do some more searching, right? Democracy, right? District rule. Look at the district rule, right? So look at, again, people. Republic is again people. Now look at district rule. Look at this, man. They got this right here. Look at these images, right? Democracy, district rule, right? U.S. democracy. Where there's nowhere in here, right? So this is how sometimes you can be betrayed by the images, right? So check this out, right? We're still looking at democracy, and then we went into the Google News because we wanted to see what they were talking about, right? And then look at what the WAPO was saying. Historians privately warn Biden, American democracy is on the brink. That's a fact, man, right? Check this one out from the Business Insider. Biden met with historians who warned about threats to democracy. Oh, so the BI, the Business Insider, is just quoting WAPO, right? And then I bet you, let's see. Yeah, they're all quoting each other, man. So that's what you call one of those daisy chains that just doesn't make any sense, right? But if you just understand what we just showed you, the United States of America is not a democracy. We are a republic, right? So check this out, right? Here goes into Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, where you can just look at the keywords, right? So if you want to look at the keywords for the Wikipedia, right, because, you have a lot of people who are like in the universities and say, that is not real information, right? And I'm like, whatever, dude, there's some keywords in here that you can just look at, right? So a republic, Latin, res publica, right, means, again, people, right, is a form of government in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected officials. Okay, Mr. Attorney General, the supreme power is in the people. We are not a democracy, man. We are not a democracy. Okay, so check that out. Look at the democracy in the Wikipedia right here, right? Democracy, right? Let's just scroll. Let's just read the first part, right? Democracy, right? From demos, not people. Demos does not mean people. Public means people. So demos is district, right? Remember? Right here, demos, district, right? Demos is district, not common people, right? Because common people is right here. Publica, right? Publica is people, right? So when you see public, that's when you're talking about the people, right? So it doesn't say demo public, it doesn't say public-cracy, right? It says demo-cracy, right? Which means district rule, right? You see how they're always trying to trick the people with the words, man? Right? This is why you have to always check on the Wikipedia and you always have to do your own research, right? Because if you just read this, right, people rule, you would be like, yeah, we're a democracy. And I'm like, no way, bro, we're not a democracy, right? So check it out. Democracy is a form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, direct democracy, or to choose governing officials to do so, representative democracy. You see, right? So this is what you also call a form of misinformation, right? But you can't really say that, right? Because a lot of people still use this as a form of information, because I just showed you right here, right, that this is what I use for a form of information. But because I also go and I also do my keyword search, right, because I always want to know what the words mean, and I always go to the source of the origin of where the words come from, right? Then that way I don't have to depend on what they're trying to tell me, because sometimes they can try to trick you, right? They can trick you with the words, man, like what this dude tried to do right here to the people when he gave out that message, right? So, that's it, man. That's it. I just wanted to show, look at this. A delegated power cannot be again delegated, right? That's a fact, man. A deputy cannot have or appoint a deputy, man. So you, Mr. Attorney General, you cannot appoint things to the FBI and then use the FBI to go do things to the people, like cause them harm and saying, we're searching for them, because you, Mr. Attorney General, basically you should be a one-person part-time position, man. That's how easy this country was set up, man. Because that's what we did, because we're supposed to have the United States shall guarantee to every state in its union a Republican form of government. Scary simple service, man. All right, so check it out. Let's close it out. Right, let's close it out. Remember the order of operation. God created the world. Check. Remember, God created man, aka the people. Check. Remember, people created the states. Check. Remember, people created constitutions. Check. Remember, people created governments. Check. Question: when did government become boss of the people? Answer: never. Right. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Okay, let's click it over here. Let's go to the official King James Version. Let's go ahead and tap in here. Let's look for John. I got to find my John, right? I got to find John. There's John, right? John 1:1. And then let's see what John 1:1 says. Beautiful chapter, right? So when you click on it, let's make it big. Right, John 1:1. Hey, people, always remember this. John 1:1. Hi, John 1:1. We love you hanging out, bro. Right, so in the beginning was the Word, right? And the Word was with God, and the Word was God, right? So you people get this in your head, right? If you get this in your head, you're going to be free, man. Scary simple service. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm going to go chill out. Oh, my wife bought me a glass of wine. I'm going to have a sip of the wine and I'm going to just chill. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, no one's having more fun than us. Bye.